Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here playing F1 2019 at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Now, here in Azerbaijan we are going to do a race, and it's exciting. This is one of the only two tracks left on the calendar that we have not raced, that's on the 2019 calendar at least, is Azerbaijan and Singapore, so let's get this one done right now. I left Monaco, well, not Monaco. Monaco was the first track we ever raced, but I left Azerbaijan at least, Australia, and Singapore. Three of my four least favorite tracks we didn't do videos of for, well, obvious reasons. Not really a fan of those tracks, so wasn't really a strong desire to make videos of those, so plus they were earlier in the season, so we didn't. Oh my god, I already killed my front wing with that. I just didn't feel like going back and doing those, and at least for Australia and Azerbaijan, I didn't really feel like going back and doing them. For tracks like Singapore, just happened to be the week that it was raced, we missed. Monaco was the first one that we actually did. But yeah, we're not going to go back and do Monaco again. So yeah, that's what we have. Next on the schedule, for us at least, is the Canadian Grand Prix. There's definitely a lack of playing this game just because there's no season going on. So it's really not like the same, desire necessarily to go out here and just play it. Because before, when the season was happening, I was all about playing this game. I really just wanted to play it all the time. But when the season's not going on, there's less interest coinciding in, wanting to get out there and do the actual game, do the actual races. So, content-wise, there definitely is a lack of that. As we've seen for Australia, just wasn't. I really wasn't in focus on the video, if I'm 100% honest. I drove really bad, and it was a track that I just wasn't excited to make a video on. So, Azerbaijan, I don't mind as much. It does get frustrating after 3 turns, but it doesn't. I don't mind as much as the other tracks. So, probably of the 4, Singapore, Australia, Monaco, and Azerbaijan that I don't like, Azerbaijan's probably my favorite. So, yeah. If you ask me which one do I want to do, I'll say Azerbaijan. But here we are, racing at Azerbaijan. Long, straight, main road through Baku. Got passed by Hamilton. He got the draft off of me, slipstream, whatever you're calling it. And sort of just flew by me. No DRS, obviously enabled until lap 3. For us, the next video we'll be doing is Wednesday, the 29th, is tentatively set as the next video of F1 2019. So if you're looking forward to that, set now for Wednesday, January 29th, we'll be doing the Canadian Grand Prix. I was looking through since I wanted to sort of know what tracks I did, how many times I did them with each car, things like that. I went through and wrote down every single one I did from F1 2016, 2018, and 2019. What tracks I raced, how many times I raced them, what games I raced them in. So obviously for Malaysia it was only 2016, being the only game that was in of those 3. But yeah, we got to certain tracks like Austria, which I've done 6 times. And I wrote down the car that I raced the most, all that stuff, which was Red Bull. Not surprising. And I went through there and I sort of figured out, all right, what did I do on what game, what track? So I figured that on F1 2019, I never raced France. Well, I did race France in like a stream or something. Oh, Bottas and Hamilton. I'm just not holding them off well there. When I get to the last lap, I will, or I guess to later in the race, I will start throwing blocks and, shit like that. But for now, not necessary. I really want to not. Certain videos I just don't want. Damn it. Oh, darn again. I want to swear less in certain videos, and I feel like a game like this doesn't need that. I don't know. Certain games like GTA, understandable, but I don't know. I feel like swearing less in videos is better. I don't think not doing it at all matters, but I think doing it less. So I want to, especially less in like games that don't need it. Very, very slow up to this turn. I don't know if I'm going too slow through it, but I'm just very concerned about it. Ugh, don't let Hamilton get by there. We got a massive train of cars behind us. But when we get through that section, I want to throw blocks when it matters. I need to throw a block on lap 3. It's not that important. They can lead the laps, I don't really care. As long as I can get back by them. Oh, I damaged my front wing there. I damaged it. I don't want to have to stop and, hit for a new wing. That's really what I want to avoid in this race. There's one way I can stay, and if I have to get a new wing, I'm kind of out. Good news is we're running harder tires now. So hopefully when it comes to needing to run soft tires, we can do it. Oh, I don't have... Oh, well, there goes my car. I mean, shit. That's the time that it fits. So I clipped the wall somewhere along here. I want to make sure... Not clip the wall, but I hit Bottas. That's what happened. So we got to make sure we don't block him too hard, basically. Okay. Okay. Wow. This game is wild. I'm going here. Somehow me hitting the wall there punctured... Oh, I see what punctured the tire. Was it the rear... I mean, not the rear wing, the front wing? Yeah. I like that the wings seem to be damaging the car more now. Or the tires, at least. They didn't seem to used to do that. Let's just kind of stay where we're at here. Just let Bottas go by. He's going to have DRS. We'll just follow him. Hamilton's going to have DRS as well. Take them both on the inside. Oh, damn it. That was a lot harder to slow down than other cars in other video games, I'll tell you that much. Hamilton, or not Hamilton, Vettel's gonna be there. Ooh, squeezed with Bottas. Oh, damn it. We can make this pass properly going on to lap 4 here. Maybe take him on the outside. Can we do that? Do we have like a longer gap to maybe brake? Kind of take him here. Alright, we let Bottas ahead of us, so we did get to swing back around Hamilton. On the brakes here, into the turn, yes! And we get DRS down this bit, because you're behind Bottas. That's what we need, a little bit of clearance from Hamilton. And Bottas, that's what we need. On the brake into this corner. Here, through the streets of Baku we go once again. Over the bumps. Hard on the brakes of this section. I hope that a race in Vietnam, when that race happens, that track is a little bit wider than this. Because these tracks just, the super narrow courses just suck. Monaco, Azerbaijan, and Singapore, just their layouts are terrible. I don't know why I'm bad at Australia. That track doesn't seem that hard. It's just one of the ones that I, for some reason, cannot grasp how to drive it. Every track really besides Monaco, Singapore, and Australia, I feel confident driving at. Like, I really do. I wish that the games did feature old tracks. I loved racing um, Malaysia. I was going to say Monaco. Malaysia. That was really... Oh, my God. I loved racing that in 2016. That track was so much fun. Probably one of my favorite tracks to drive in F1 games. Probably up there with Austria. That track was just so fun. I don't know what it was about it, but it was just an awesome layout. And I really wish you could race old tracks in this. But yeah. Oh, they're going to be on the side there. I need this. 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 Brake here. Go to the pits. Go to the pits. Go to pit. For some reason, I'm boxing this lap. I don't know why. I was told to box this lap. I'm still listening to them telling me to box this lap. We'll see what happens. Very weird call to box on lap 4, but hopefully this just cycles me through to the lead. Just put in a good lap or two. Don't have to overdrive it or anything. If I can catch up to those cars, you'd think if you're driving on hard tires, you would go longer instead of pitting so early. I would think maybe like lap 10 or 12, but either over here. Dropped way down because, again, I'm just going to follow what the game says. I'm not going to really go against it, but I don't feel confident in that call. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm just not confident in the fact that we're last. Due to all this, like, I really don't think this is where I want to be. I really want to be behind, like... I don't want to be this far behind them, basically, is what I'm saying. The thing is, just gotta hope that I can keep the gap to them close, because they are all a group. Driving at the front, you can really control the pace of it. And I do drive the corners probably a little bit slower, especially the like a little uphill, windy type bit. A little bit slower than maybe the computer would. So I just feel like it's going to be a struggle here. So we are going to get by Grosjean. He's the second driver to pit in the race, first after us. Ooh, no clip to the wall there. That was very, very nice. So you got Pierre Gasly in front of us now. Where's he at, like, time-wise? How far behind are we?
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Very, very good sector there. And then I just chuck it into the wall. Awesome. Awesome. Still, we'll take the fastest sector. I'll take it. Just know not to throw it into the wall there. Let's not trash the car. Go down in this corner. Very, very good. Accelerate the speed. Slow through this section. Only go 40. I don't know how fast you actually go through there. I went 42. I don't know how fast everybody else goes, but I went 42 miles an hour through there. Back up to speed to the high speed sections. Hard on the brakes. Over that curb. Don't hit the wall. Good job.
Car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Alright, pretty good sector through there as well. Almost trashed the car there again. Almost going to trash it there. We're staying consistently behind Pierre Gasly. So hopefully at this rate, when they start pitting, we can sort of blow by some of these cars in the pits. We're ahead of Hamilton. That's what matters. That's key to me, being ahead of Hamilton there. Because I believe Hamilton was in second or third when I pit. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be very, very close. And getting out ahead of him tells me that I should be able to regain the lead in this race. Which does make me feel a little bit better about the fact that we did pit so early. Everything will just cycle through normally with Hamilton where he's at. Maybe get Bottas behind us, maybe ahead of us, who knows. Bottas is really going to be the last key in this. Where he sort of comes out will be crucial, but I believe we'll see Bottas.
Some information on Kubica. They seem to have an issue.
Kubica's slowing down. Clip that. Clip that there too. Bad all around sequence there. Alright, here we go. Hamilton's gaining on us at this bit. Oh, shit. Thought I was going to the wall. I haven't touched on it, but Max Verstappen staying in Red Bull till 2023 is very exciting. And that's as long as his contract will go till. See if he gets re-upped in that time, but it's very cool. Takes that piece out of like the, knowing who's going to go where during the season, the silly season or whatever the hell they call it. Definitely takes some of the speculation out of that. It's really just seeing, what happens with Mercedes and Ferrari's driver lineups, with Hamilton, Bottas, and Vettel, and also seeing who stays at Red Bull beyond there. I think Albon has a good shot if he can continue to carry the consistency that he had in 2019 and improve on that in 2020. I think that Albon is a good driver, and if he can get a fourth more times and get third and get on a podium, be up there maybe fighting for more wins than just sixth place in the standings, because he'll have some more time knowing the car, being in it through testing. I think that gives a good indication of should Albon be able to stay in the car. I think that he did a good job to get the ride for 2020. I think seeing past 2020 will be very interesting if he's gonna be the guy for Red Bull to at least carry enough points for them to compete for a Constructors' Championship. Drivers' Championship doesn't really matter. That's what Verstappen's there for. He's there to be that guy to get the Drivers' Championship. But for Red Bull to compete for a Constructors' Championship, I think Albon getting more points will be good. Because he did good to be where he finished. He could have got 6 if he didn't get spun by Hamilton. That was a good pass on the track. Look at that. The boy's first pass not on this long straight. And it wasn't the slowest car in the track, but we did it nonetheless. Oh, God. Tried to block Hamilton there, and that did not go well. Hard on the brakes again. We're going to get back by him. Oh, no. Puncture. What do I do? I want her to win this race. As much as I say I like to keep the punctures and deal with the consequences, I think I'm going to not this time. Now, how the hell did I get this puncture? That's the real question. So here's the thing. Hard block on Hamilton. For sure. Forcing him way over here. I go way over on the track, though. Pull back, and here I try and just... I risk it too much. I really shouldn't. I'll try to slow it in. I should have just gone more straight instead of trying to turn and pass him. Hit the wall there, bounce, and just take out the rear tire in the process. That was a problem. I just went in too hard, hit the curb, bounced off the wall, and actually sort of got hit into the wall by Hamilton slightly. Because I think I could have bounced off of it. He kind of forced almost back into it. But either way, we're going to do it from here. Replay from here. Figure out my approach to pass Hamilton this time. Still killed the front wing. We can't be doing that to the front wing. We need to, like... Here we go. Dive down, dive down, dive down, dive down. Yes. Good pass. Good pass on Hamilton. Sainz is the only car still on the track. Move was reckless? Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. Maybe I do deserve a warning for that, but still. Tell me that was reckless. Tell me that was a good job. Tell me that was a good pass, and that I'm deserving of being first place. So obviously Sainz is going to pit. He hasn't pit yet. Let's see where he cycles out in the whole group, but... We'll see what happens for him. Right now we're on lap 9 of 13, still controlling this race as we have throughout most of it. A few laps when we did pit, we didn't have control, but first 4 laps and the last like 2 or 3, we have been in control of this thing. Kind of just dictating how this thing's going to go and making sure that if Hamilton gets by, that he gets by, and we get back by him. Now, one issue that I've had all race is on this straight. It's kind of just been a difficult time blocking here. The fast runs that everybody else is getting because they're behind me. And I do take these corners kind of slower than you might want to. So all race I have had a difficult time blocking the runs. Get Hamilton there. Leclerc is going to get by me. This is a test block. Hamilton's got me too. Shit. That test run there did not go well. We did get back into the lead. Officially the race, we weren't in the lead that whole time. I did say I was controlling the race because I was kind of just there where I would have controlled it. Either way. But I do think Leclerc got some damage from me blocking him. I obviously didn't want to, like, break his front wing, but that is almost a beneficial thing to have his car damaged the way that it was. Now, I'm going to pull up this, and when we go down the straights, I'm going to bring it up to the fuel mix rich. That way we can get a little bit more power from the car in that way. Now, I'm not playing with the ARS deployment on as an option. I just sort of have the game auto-deploy the battery power when it feels it's the best to deploy battery power. But I would at least use the fuel boost mode through this section. Burn off a little bit more. See if we can prevent Hamilton and Leclerc, and one of the racing points that actually looks like is the next fastest car there, from really doing anything. So we're going to drop it down into rich fuel mode. They're coming after us once again. A little bit further behind them last time. But then this time doesn't matter as much. They do have DRS though. At least Leclerc does on Hamilton. Drop it back down to standard. Let off the gas just a little bit. That we can make sure that I don't go too fast at that turn. Kind of here just trying to survive. Drive to survive. Here in first place. Here in Azerbaijan. So, lap 11 out of 13. Slow it down to the turn once again. Go down to about 50 miles an hour. Back onto the gas. It looks like Hamilton actually got the worst out of that situation there. And I just cooked my front wing once again. Yeah, whatever happened, it looks like Hamilton got dropped through that. So we got Leclerc and then Stroll, and then I think Perez, actually. Racing Point looking like the most strong team out here right now. Hello? What happened to Bottas? That's my question. Where's he gone? Let's look at the race director, because he was up here. Oh, did his collision with Hamilton maybe damage his wing, I wonder? Did he get a new wing? Because he's way down in the field, I believe. Yeah, Bottas is way down to 17th, so I wonder if he did have to get a new wing. Albon hasn't really been a factor either. Hamilton took some damage, so he's down in 5th. It's really interesting. Vettel's down in 12th with his Ferrari. Like, we don't really have the top teams competing up here necessarily. I mean, it's a Red Bull, Ferrari, then we got Racing Point. Do you have a Mercedes, then we got a McLaren, Haas, Alfa Romeo. Like, the top teams is only 4 cars in the top, group here, and top 5 is only 3. So it's very interesting. A little bit of a shake-up from your normal expected top 3 teams. I guess having McLaren up there in it, they're the 4th best team, but I don't know about how much. I mean, honestly, McLaren, I think just Carlos Sainz just had a good season, and it really, really helped the rest of the team. Like, I think they did separate themselves and say, hey, we're 4th, but I just think that there maybe wasn't, I don't know, they didn't seem to really impress me that much during the race. I mean, they were kind of just there. Oh, we took that flat out. We're going to have rich fuel mode again. Leclerc is going to come at us with DRS. Go over to block him. Good block there. Stroll will be coming at us next. Leclerc's going to get to the inside. Stroll to the outside. For the... Hello? No. We're not letting Lance Stroll take the lead. What the hell is that? Why am I getting tagged by Racing Points? What is happening? What is happening? Hello? We're not doing this. Not Racing Point. All teams are my least favorite in the field. Racing Point's attacking me. Oh no. Got Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez. They're coming at me. And Leclerc's right there behind him. Hamilton's still in the fight, but drove right down to 5th. He was up here competing with us, and it seems to be whoever gets blocked and messed up in the lap there really drops way down in the next one. Because Hamilton took a lot one lap, and then Leclerc this lap, so we'll maybe see Stroll drop down a little bit. this run through if I can properly block him. This fight for the win is going to be good, though. I tell you what, there's 5 cars right here that can compete for it. Myself, Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton. Look, there's a little bit of a yellow flag in one of those sectors. Somebody's taking some damage to their car. Looks like it may be Lando Norris. Shit. Sebastian Vettel crashed? Hello? I want to see. Oh, his car must have just stopped working. I thought it was Norris just because it was a McLaren. It looks like the group was slowing down, but his engine must have just gave up or something here. He pulled off out of the way, though. There's going to be no safety car, obviously. Alright, where did I damage our front wing? That's the question. Here. Bring him to a higher fuel mode. Vettel is out. This time it is going to stay that he's out. Stroll came out with some aggression. Big crash here. That would be a dank way to end the race. Look at him. So here we go. He's got DRS. He's closing in. Race is finished there. This is where the race ends. And then the crash takes place just seconds later. I go to the wall. You see parts flying everywhere. This would be a crazy way to end a race. With a big crash at the finish. Because you know right here, Perez is going out too. He's getting taken out. If I go any more forward, take out that front wheel. You know Stroll's going to spin and take out Leclerc, at least throw him into a wall. Set it up all for Lewis Hamilton to win the race. But there still is one more lap of this thing. I gotta use the Lance Stroll mode to beat Lance Stroll. Well, I mean, they're all rich, but you get the point. Lance Stroll's dad's the one that's rich, but we get it. Lance Stroll memes, are they still funny? I don't know. He's not that good. Drive through that turn. Here we go. The last lap of the race. Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and myself driving as Max Verstappen, all going for the race win. Damage our front wing taken there. We're going to just leave it the way that it was. Doesn't matter at this point. We're far enough in. We can sustain that damage and still survive in the lead for the rest of the lap. Coming down, or going up, technically, through the streets of Baku. Back down on the brakes. Stroll try to move there. Stroll's going to be coming for me. Going to rich mode now. That can carry a little bit more speed through these sections. Onto the bump. Over the curb once again. Back onto the track. The final run down to the finish line. Winner here. Leader of this lap wins the race. Lance Stroll coming at me. Block him there. Perez. Perez had me. I went to the damn wall. Oh no. What a finish is going to be. Stroll's going to have to try something else again. Stay in it. Stay in it. Stay in it. Big crash there. I was going to try to finish it with a puncture anyways. That would have been a problem. So what happened here? Going along. Get some water real quick. Going along. And I try to block Perez. And I hit the wall. I believe I'm still in it. But as I come back over. Here's the thing. I'm looking back at this moment, obviously. I go back over here, hit the wall, get that puncture again. Same exact way that I did last time. From, I think, the front wing flying back and hitting that rear tire. So, we're going to obviously erase this portion. Nope, don't like what's happening. Strolls out. I'm out.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, how? How did I win that? What? I don't know how I won that. Oh my god, what a finish. What a finish. Yes, look at it without a tire on it. Or a front wing. We drove that car here to victory today, though. Oh, man. Massive crash at the end. Lance Stroll got taken out. My car got damaged. I slid across the line before the game said, "You're out." Oh, man. Alex Albon ended up getting 5th out of all that. Where'd Stroll finish? Unfortunate for him. I mean, he was up there the whole time. He finished 19th. Getting slammed into the wall at the end. View replay. I want to see how that race ended. Run through everything first. I want the highlight show, actually. What about highlights? View highlights. Okay, that was a good start. And I wouldn't be surprised if the finish was a highlight, so. See what happened here at the finish line. Really? We're not going to finish the race in the highlight? Oh, we will. Okay. So going in the highlight. You already see Stroll out of it back there. So Stroll's already been taken out. I go there to block Perez. Oh, I hit the wall at the line. I thought the line was way up here, so I'm like, oh, I'm out. But you look at it, it's unfortunate it's the only angle we can get, but... Actually, can we go into this? Yes, we can. So you see here, I mean, I am ahead. I've knocked Perez into the wall. You see all of his damage back there. And then I want to go here, start blocking Hamilton. That's the line right there. Well, I did finish a decent way ahead of him. Wow. As you see there, Perez barely is going to finish ahead of Hamilton, but I was actually ahead. But the reason I said I'm out, because I thought the finish was like here. I keep forgetting that the finish isn't... Well, not that the finish isn't where the lights are, but... At Azerbaijan, I always forget that the finish is further ahead than I think it is. I always think it's about here. Just for some reason. But it's back here. So I did finish a decent amount ahead here. That's a dank finish. So that was a very close finish. So let's take a look here at the standings to see overall how the team standings would look. I believe Red Bull would be first. We had 2 cars in the top 5. Yes. Followed by Racing Point and then Mercedes, as Racing Point had one driver finish higher in points than Mercedes did combined. Then we're probably going to have McLaren and then Ferrari, right? Yes. As McLaren, Ferrari only had one driver in the top finishing. And McLaren had 2. So, that's that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.